أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. During the time of Jahiliyyah, a man from Banu al-Hadrami who was an ally of Banu Bakr. You have sometimes men who don't belong to a tribe and they move and live with a certain tribe and then they become their allies. And what is meant by allies is that the tribe protects this person and takes care of them, and they treat such a person as a member of the tribe in terms of protection that is offered by the tribe to its members. So this man from Banu al-Hadrami, he was traveling in Hijaz, and when he was deep in the land of Khuza'ah killed him and stole his money. So Khuza'ah have committed this crime against this man, and they killed him to take away his money. So the people of Banu Bakr, they took revenge by killing a member of Khuza'ah. Khuza'ah then targeted 3 from the family of Banu al-Aswad al-Du'ali, and Banu al-Aswad belonged to the tribe of Banu Bakr, but they considered themselves to be above everyone else, and they consider themselves to be the noblest, and they're considered to be the noblest among them. In fact, they used to charge double the diyah. Diyah is the blood money. So everybody else from Banu Bakr would take 1 diyah, while the children of Al-Aswad would take double the blood money. Khuza'ah killed 3 of them. And then Islam came. And you would recall from Sulh al-Hudaybiyah that we said one of the terms of the agreement is that whoever wants to enter into an alliance with Quraysh can do so, and whoever wants to enter into an alliance with Muhammad ﷺ can do so. So Banu Bakr, they entered into an alliance with Quraysh, and Khuza'ah entered into an alliance with Muhammad ﷺ. Khuza'ah were allies of Banu Hashim in the time of Jahiliyyah, and now they became allies of the son and the leader of Banu Hashim, Muhammad ﷺ, even though many of them were mushrik at that time. Some of Khuza'ah were Muslim and some of them were disbelievers. Nevertheless, they were all loyal to Muhammad ﷺ. Even the disbelievers among them were loyal to Muhammad ﷺ because of tribal tradition, not because of religion. They were the allies of Banu Hashim before Jahiliyyah, and now they considered themselves to be allies of Muhammad ﷺ, even though they are kuffar. Now Banu Bakr, they want to seek revenge for the 3 of them that were killed, and we're not talking about any 3, we're talking about some noble men among them. One of the leaders of Banu Bakr, his name is Muawiyah bin Nawfal Du'ali. He was one of their leaders, he wasn't the only leader. In tribal societies you have every small clan from the tribe has a sheikh or a arif or a leader, chief of the clan. So Muawiyah bin Nawfal al-Du'ali, who is from the branch of Banu Bakr that lost these 3 men, he attacked some people from Khuza'ah, because I am saying people and not men, because in one narration it says that they were elderly and children and women. And these were, as it says in the narration, bijwar ansab Arafat. They were next to the Haram had stone marks to indicate where the land of Haram is. So these were very close to those stone marks, but they were outside al-Haram. Muawiyah bin Nawfal told his men, let's attack. And the rest of the tribe of Banu Bakr refused, and some of their chiefs refused. It was only Muawiyah bin Nawfal and his followers who did this, not all Banu Bakr. It is important to keep this in mind because of the implications of it in when can war be waged against an enemy. So here it is clearly stated that not all of Banu Bakr were involved in this betrayal, because it is a betrayal. There is a peace treaty with Muhammad ﷺ between Quraysh and Muhammad ﷺ, Sulh al-Hudaybiyah, and Banu Bakr and Khuza'ah are part of that treaty because they are both in alliance with the 2 parties of the agreement. So what Muawiyah is doing is a breach of this agreement. It's a breach of the truce of al-Hudaybiyah. Therefore, many of his tribe refused to join in, And as I also mentioned, the other chiefs of the tribe also did not participate in this. So they killed some of the people of Khuza'ah. Khuza'ah fled and entered into Al-Haram. So now they are within the sacred bounds. And the Haram is recognized by the people of Jahiliyyah. They used to consider it to be a grave sin to kill anybody inside Al-Haram or to kill anybody during the holy months. There were 4 months of the year when no killing should happen, and there is the boundary surrounding Mecca where no one should be killed, and that is all throughout the year. While within the 4 months, all over Arabia, no killing should happen. So now the people of Khuza'ah are already within Al-Haram. So the people of Banu Bakr, who are killing the people of Khuza'ah with Muawiyah, they told Muawiyah, Ya Muawiyah, ilahak ilahak, Al-Haram, Al-Haram. And they are warning Muawiyah, and they are in fact amazed at what Muawiyah is doing. They said, Inna qad dakhalna al-haram ilahaka ilahaka ya Nawfal. So they told him, we have entered into Al-Haram, your God, Muawiyah. They're reminding him. What did Muawiyah say? And look at the answer that he gave them. La ilaha al-yawm ya bani Bakr, asibu tha'rakum fali'amri, innakum latasriquna fil haram, afala tusibuna fihi tha'rakum. He said, there is no God today, O Bani Bakr. Seek your revenge. In the name of Allah, you are stealing from people inside Al-Haram. Wouldn't you seek your revenge therein? Muawiyah is justifying what he's doing and telling them, you already steal inside Al-Haram. How come now you're complaining that we're inside Al-Haram? Now we have a point of killing, and that is we are seeking our revenge. And the people of Khuza'ah fled from Muawiyah and his men until they entered into Mecca itself, and they sought refuge in the house of Badil bin Warqa al-Khuza'i. This is a man from Khuza'ah who used to live inside Mecca, so they went to him and sought refuge in him from this crime that was committed against them. Amr bin Salim al-Khuza'i, one of the men of Khuza'ah, he immediately went to Medina to convey the news of what happened to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he delivered the news to Muhammad salawatullahi wasalamu alayhi in lines of poetry, reminding Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with their alliance and reminding him with the alliance that they had with his great-grandfather Hashim. What was the response of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If such a situation was brought to the leaders of today, they would probably say, let's take it to the United Nations, or let's see what the Security Council will say, or let's consult with the international community, or other ways of getting out of their responsibility. When Amr bin Salim presented this to Rasulullah ﷺ, Rasulullah ﷺ gave him a clear and direct and decisive answer. He told him, Nusirta ya Amr bin Salim. One word. Rasulullah ﷺ told him, you've been helped, Amr bin Salim. That's it. You will get the help. He didn't tell him how, he didn't give him the details, he gave him this promise. Nusirta ya Amr bin Salim. You are helped. It's done. It's over. And then a cloud passed by, and Rasulullah ﷺ said, this cloud is giving me the glad tidings of support and help to Bani Ka'b. Bani Ka'b are the people of Khuza'ah. Back to something that I mentioned. See the statement of Ibn Ishaq. He said, فَخَرَجَ مُعَاوِيَ بن نوفل الديلي في قومه وهو يومئذ سيدهم وقائدهم وليس كل بني بكر تابعه. Ibn Ishaq says, Muawiyah bin Nawfal al-Dayli went out with his people and he was their leader, but not all of Banu Bakr followed him. Even though not all of Banu Bakr followed Muawiyah, Rasulullah ﷺ considered what happened to be sufficient enough for the covenant to be ended and for war to be announced against the people of Mecca. And he also did not announce to the people of Mecca his intentions of attacking them. In fact, it was done secretly. It was a clandestine operation. Rasulullah ﷺ made dua to Allah, O Allah, conceal the news and blind their eyes from seeing us or knowing about our advance. And that is what happened. The people of Quraysh only knew about the advance of the Muslim army when they were in the outskirts of Mecca. Therefore, not all of the population need to be supportive of what the government does for it to be considered a breach of covenant between them and the Muslims. For example, if people come out in demonstration against war, or some of the government is against war, as long as part of the government has taken the official stance of attacking the Muslims, the leader of the Muslims has the right to announce war and fight against this particular nation. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, immediately after that, he started preparation.